Hi everyone, this is Peter Online Computer Network Engineering Tutorial. I'm here to teach you how to configure voice and data VLANs. If you like the video, encourage me by clicking on subscription button. Click on subscribe to YouTube channel by hitting on subscribe button, hit on like, and click on notification bell so that when a new video is uploaded, you will get the notification. So let's start by connecting these things, okay? These devices. I've connected, the router is already connected to this switch, okay? So I to take my straight through cable. This packet tracer software, you can see FO/O, and I connect to the phone. The phone has two Ethernet ports at the back. So one is for switch. I take my cable again, straight through cable, and one is for PC to computer network interface card, which is fast Ethernet card. Okay, now let's connect this from here, FO/3 to switch. Okay, the phone. Now connect from PC to computer here, fast Ethernet O. You can see it, that's network interface card at the back of computer system. So let's start again by enabling power into the phone. You double click on it at the back. This is adapter, power adapter. Then you plug it here. The other head is plugged to switch. That's power switch. Now most time these phones are power over Ethernet enabled, like this switch. Now if it is power over Ethernet switch, hence you plug a network cable, the phone is on already, the phone will get power. But for here we are not using power over Ethernet switch, so this is it here. Put power. Okay, you can see they have changed to green. Okay, so now we need to create I want to put this PCO on VLAN 10 and put PC1 on VLAN 20 and put the two phones on VLAN 30. Okay, so let's start by enabling the router. You can see that the router is still red. Let's maximize it. Okay, you say, would you like to enter initial configuration dialog? I said no. Okay, then enable configure terminal. Host name, name the router, host name, voice router, voice and data router, voice and data. Okay, then interface FO/O. Enable it with no shutdown. You can see it is off. You can see the message here. Okay, so let's go back to switch. You can see it's on here. Let's create interface VLANs on switch. Let's create VLANs on switch. Okay, enable configure terminal. Okay, host name, voice data, voice data. Okay, that's voice and data. VLAN 10, name, cells. Okay, go back to exit to global configuration mode and put VLAN 20, name, HR. Exit to global configuration mode where I put VLAN 30, name is voice, name is voice. So let's go back to, let's do from here. If you go back here, privilege mode, show VLANs, These are the VLANs we created. You can see them here. See the VLANs. So let's enable the interfaces. Okay, with their respective VLAN. Configure terminal. Look at this interface here. This interface here, FO/2. I'm going to assign it VLAN 10 and voice VLAN. Now this VLAN FO/3 VLAN 20 and voice VLAN 30. So let's go ahead. Okay, let's go ahead. Now interface FO/2. Switch port mode access. Switch port access VLAN 10. Okay, switch port voice VLAN 30, which is for voice. Exit to global configuration mode again. Interface FO/3. Switch port mode access. Switch port access VLAN 20. Okay, switch port voice VLAN 30. Okay, you go to Ctrl Z. You press Ctrl Z key to come to FreeBlade mode where we do show VLANs. Now look at the interfaces here. Active cells is in FO/2. HR VLAN 20 is in FO/3. And voice VLAN 30 is in FO/2 and FO/3. Okay, so let's go ahead and do what? What do we do? Let's go to router and create what is called inter-VLAN routing, because as of now, these VLANs, the VLAN 20 and VLAN 10 cannot communicate. VLAN 10 can communicate with the PCs, all the computers connected to VLAN 10, and VLAN 20 can only communicate with all the computers connected to VLAN, and voice VLAN can never even do anything because it had not been configured for voice. So now let's go ahead and configure sub interfaces. That's inter-VLAN routing, so that the two VLANs, everything can communicate. Now interface FO/0.10, that's sub interface of VLAN 10. You can see it's up. Okay, IP address 192.168.10.1 255.255.255.0. Remember, I need to configure encapsulation on sub interfaces, which is trunking protocol .1Q10. This is a trunking IEE trunking protocol that tags every VLAN to this trunk link. Okay, now let's put the class C IP address. IP address 192.168.10.1 255.255.255.0. This is a class C IP address, default gateway for VLAN 10. Okay, this address can connect up to 254 valid hosts. So now we have just enabled it. Let's go to VLAN 20 interface FO/0.20. okay, encapsulation trunking protocol .20. okay, IP address 192.168.10.20.20.1. This is default gateway for VLAN 20 55.0. Now let's enable voice interface FO/0.30. okay, IP address 192.168.30.1 255.255.255.0. okay. Oh, no encapsulation. You can see if you configure without encapsulation, it will give you an error message telling you that you must configure encapsulation on that VLAN .30. Then before the IP address 192.168.30.1 255.255.255.0. okay, so now let's check let's go ahead and enable DSCP. We have configured the IP addresses for each and every VLAN. So let's configure DHCP to assign each network subnetwork IP address automatically. IP DHCP pool VLAN 10. I will start from VLAN 10 on this network, which is on network this IP address 255.255.255.0. You see the network number .10 192.168.10.0. I didn't put 1. This is the network address, and default router is 192.168.10.1. Exit to global configuration mode, where you configure IP DHCP excluded address 192.168.2.168.10.1. okay, you have excluded this address because you don't want a router to assign this address to any computer, because this address is meant for default gateway for those computers connected to this VLAN. Now let's configure DHCP for VLAN 20. IP DHCP pool VLAN 20. Okay, on network 192.168.20.0, 255.255.255.0, and default router is 192.168.20.1, and the exit to global configuration mode, where I enter IP DHCP excluded address 192.168.20.1. Then let's configure voice IP. There is a slight difference in giving configuration of DHCP for voice. Okay, IP DHCP pool, this is voice, option 150 IP. You can see the difference. IP is 192.168.30.1. Default router 192.168.30.1. Network 192.168.30.0, 255.255.255.0. Exit to global configuration mode and put IP DHCP excluded address 192.168.30.1. okay, so now we have configured this. Let's do show runs. Ctrl Z to go to privilege mode, show run. You can see all the DHCP. You can see. Okay. You can see the sub interfaces. Yeah, you can see all the sub interfaces. Okay, so let's try our DHCP. If it will assign this computer, automatically. Desktop, IP address configuration. Now this is DHCP. Click on it. You can see it's on static. It gives you room to configure manually, but I'm not configuring manually. I have to enable this DHCP to see. You can see IP address requesting. Look at it here. Yeah, you can see, what happened. I have not configured trunk link to this. Let me configure trunk from switch to router. Okay, conf t interface fo/1 switch port mode trunk. You can see it's up now. I forgot to configure it, and that is why the DHCP failed to assign the address to that copy run start. To save your configuration on this switch, running config startup config, it has been saved. So let's go back. You can see there's an amber light when it changed to green, which means the network have converged. It cannot acquire the IP address, the valid IP address. So let's wait until this changes to green. Okay, it's ready now. Let's go ahead. Okay, this is the PC. Watch. Now let's, thank you. You can see it now automatically. Say DHCP request successful. Look at it. IP address, the number 2 IP address, subnet mask, and default gateway. You see it. So let's go to the other system and do the same. Let's go to the other computer and do the same before we go ahead and configure our voice. Okay? Yeah. Remember, this is also a way of introduction to computer network. Okay? Remember that computer network is connecting two or more devices, which I've just done, automatically creating computer network. Look at the DSCP here. Watch. Look at it. It has acquired IP address on this VLAN 20 IP address network. You can see it. DHCP successful. Look at it. The first valid IP address is this for this system. Subnet mask and default gateway on that, which I configured on a router. So let's configure this voice. We have configured. You can see that even voice have acquired IP address. You can see it. Check very well. Check here. You see the IP address down there, VLAN 30, up, IP address, okay, 30.2. They find the last 2 IP addresses. So let's go to router and configure voice so that we can dial every number. The other one can dial the other one. Now, configure terminal. Okay, this is a router. Okay, teleservice. That's telephone service. Maximum earphones. How many earphones do you need? Do you want to configure here? Remember, it's 2 phones, but I want to put 10 for future growth. You can put up to 254. I say yes. Okay. Maximum DNS. DN, that is directory numbers. I still put 10. Okay. Auto assign. Auto assign this. Okay. Auto assign is 1 to 10. 1 to 10. Okay. Now, IP source address. IP source address. Okay. Is 192.168.30.1 on port 2000. Okay. Check. You hit enter. Okay. What else can we configure on this? Okay. Auto assign IP source and the maximum DN and the maximum earphones. Okay, let's stop here. Now, let's assign IP addresses on the earphones. Okay, let's assign directory numbers. Okay, earphone ambiguous. Okay. Which router is this? Earphone DNS 1. Okay, number. I put 1 4 7 3. It's always 4-digit numbers. I put it there. Okay, so I exit and check if to register. You can see it has been registered on this IP address. Okay, now I put again earphone DN1 2. Okay, number is, let's say, 2384. Okay, it will be registered. Watch out, it has been registered. So you press Ctrl Z to get to privilege mode, where you do show eFoon. You can see the two eFoons. You can see the IP address. The eFoon one has this IP address 30.2 on this socket. Look at the model is 7960. Keep alive. You can see this is the number, directory number. That's the phone number 2384. eFoon 2, the same thing. Look here. You can see it. This is the directory number. So let's check if our eFoon can dial each other. Let's open the two eFoons. Okay, let's open the two eFoons and see. Okay, one has opened. Let's open this as well. This has opened as well. So now eFoon 1 and eFoon 0. Now let's separate it. Let's separate the two eFoons, because we are going to dial from one eFoon to another to see if it is working. Okay, let's go to graphic user. Let's go to graphic user here. So let's, okay, I've removed the handheld because I want to call this eFoon. You can see the number is 2384. 2384. Look at it, is ringing. You can see. Now you pick it. Yeah, connected. You can see it. Now let's drop the handheld of this one. The line disconnected, and look up here, line disconnected. So now let's check our two VLANs. Let's ping from one VLAN to another. Let's open this this PCO, which is on this IP address, desktop. So this is where I'll ping it. Okay, ping 192.168.20.2. watch it. It's successful. They can communicate. You can see it here, ping statistics for this packet sent for, received for, 0 lost. Loss is 0%, which means there is no loss. So that is it. If you find this video interesting, don't forget, subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you will be receiving new videos automatically on your device. So that is it. I remain Peter, online computer network engineering tutorial. So I'll see you in the next tutorial. Thank you, and bye for now.